black pepper. And I've got them all mixed together in a bowl here, ready to go. So let's go ahead and add our stock first. There she goes. Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Today's recipe is going to be something like a drunk chicken, but it's not really a drunk chicken. It's called something else, but I'll put that down below here. We're going to be making it with onions and salt and a beer too, so stay tuned. I'm going to show you all the ingredients and then we're going to start cooking in our Instant Pot. Okay guys, here are the ingredients. I'm going to go through this really quickly, and I'll put all the measurements below so you guys know. We're going to need extra virgin olive oil, and that's for sauteing and browning the chicken. So we're going to put a little of this inside the Instant Pot. We need 1 onion, so I've got that 1 onion going. This is our chicken. Now I've got thighs and drumsticks. I like drumsticks, so I'm going to throw in a couple of drumsticks and these thighs. I think there are about 4 of them, so we're going to have that. So the recipe will be a little more than than the normal recipe is, so I'm going to probably add a little more of everything into my pot, but I'm going to put down in the link below for the 4 thighs for the serving size that it calls for in the actual recipe, so you guys can follow along on the perfect amounts for just for the 4 thighs. But just so you know, I'm putting some extra meat in there. Okay, some kosher salt, of course, paprika. It actually calls for paprika or smoked paprika. I usually put paprika in anything and everything, so that's kind of cool, that I have to actually do that. It said either minced or chopped garlic, so I'm gonna take the lazy man's way and just get this chopped garlic that's already done from Spice World. We're gonna have some basil leaves, adding to that for our spices, oregano, and of course the beer. You can't forget the beer because it's like a drunken chicken, so it's called Newcastle Brown Ale. It calls for a stout or a dark ale, so this is the one that I've chosen. I've already popped the top open. And here is the black pepper from Publix, nothing special, and some red pepper flakes. So we're going to go with the organic red pepper flakes. And of course, one extra stuff here that I didn't put is the chicken broth. So we're going to use about a cup. I'll use a little more than that because, like I said, I've got more chicken in the pot than normal, but they call for 1 cup of chicken broth. So I'll probably be adding and putting in about 1 1/4 cup. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to start browning and then we are going to get at it. Okay guys, so here's the pot. It's on saute right now. And it's on, it's hot, and I am browning the chicken. I hope you can see all that in there. It's browning up nicely. I'm going to make it in 2 batches since I have a lot of chicken to spare. But yeah, it's going smoothly. I'm just flipping it every few minutes. Just watch for the stickiness of the skins against the pot there. But other than that, just browning it up really nicely. Okay guys, there is the brown pot there with the skins in it. It's still on hot and it's still on saute. And there's my chicken all browned up. So now the instructions say to add my 1 cup of onions in there. There it goes. And then we are going to take my garlic, which is about that much. It's about 2 tablespoons of that in there. Let's put that all in there. That's good. And we're going to go ahead and let that brown up. It's going to help loosen the skin and all the other burnt parts on the bottom there. But the main thing that's going to deglaze this pot will be the beer. So let me go ahead and brown this up. And then I will be back when I am pouring the beer on it. Okay guys, as you can see, we got some nice caramelizing going on the onions. And these are slices, by the way. They are not chopped, they're sliced. So the recipe calls for them being sliced. All right, to that we are now going to add our 1 cup of beer. So here it goes. There she blows. Got to get those chickens drunk. And we are going to go ahead and start stirring this and scraping. I'm using a flat kind of paddle wooden spoon, and it really helps to get those bits off of there as you're going around the pot. I can feel it, feel the tug against the wooden spoon, so I know where those pieces are, and it's really helping me find them and glaze it. So we'll just let that simmer. Now it says to go ahead and reduce this by about half. So this is way too soupy right now. Let me read this. It says, add the beer and scrape the bottom of the pan to release the brown bits. Boil until the liquid reduces about a half. So that should take about 2 minutes to do that. So I'm going to continue to work my pot here and get the scrapings off. And then we'll go ahead and reduce all of this. I can smell the beer. Can definitely smell that beer perfume, I guess, in the pot. I think most of the scrapings are off, guys. I feel a little bit more on this side, but most of it is off. So I'll continue to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back when I am adding the rest of the ingredients. Okay guys, it looks good now. It looks like it's reduced quite a bit, but it's still got good texture to it. And there are all the onions. So to this, we are going to be adding the stock and then my spices, which are the paprika, oregano, basil, red pepper flakes, and the black pepper. And I've got them all mixed together in a bowl here, ready to go. So let's go ahead and add our stock first. There she goes. There you go. That's brought the heat down, obviously. And then there go all the spices on top. And then we're going to bring the sauce to a boil again and cook for another minute. So it's quite soupy now, as you can see. Ooh, gosh, something just fell down in my kitchen. Sorry, guys. There we go. All mixed in there. Look at those nice spices. I don't know if you can see them, but definitely in there now. So we're going to let this come to a second boil. And then once that comes into boil, we're going to go ahead and add the chicken parts. And it tells us to put the chicken skin side up. So you want to go ahead and put all the chicken parts skin side up in the pot. So there's my chicken ready to go. And Instant Pot is still on saute mode, but we'll be switching that over to the manual pressure cooker side, and that should be about 10 minutes on the pressure cooker side. So I'll be back for that. Okay guys, I'm adding in the chicken now. There's my chicken pieces. I'm going into the pot and trying to be gingerly about it. Remember, the skin side on the thighs should be on the top, so we're going to do that. There we go. And more. There we go. Now it's not covering everything, but that shouldn't matter because it will come to boil and be pressurized, and then everything will cook through, so that's fine. So there's all my chicken inside the pot. I think I'm going to move a couple of things around here just to make sure there's room for everybody. Nobody is left out of my chicken pot. There you go. Everything is done. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is lock the lid, and hopefully I can do this with one hand. Last time I kind of struggled, so bear with me here. I'm going to go ahead and try to lock it down. Come on. There we go. Oh, I'm getting better at it, guys. Make sure this is on seal, so it's in the middle. There you go, on the seal. And then we're going to go ahead and put it on manual, and then we're going to put it on 10 minutes for pressure cooking. Now, let me just read this to you. It says that we're going to do a high and then time it to 10 minutes. And then after cooking, we're going to naturally release the pressure for 10 minutes and then do a quick release for any of the remaining pressure. And then we're going to remove the chicken thighs, of course the drumsticks as well, place them on a rack set to cool. And after that, we're going to finish up by reducing the sauce even further and putting the pot back on saute. So let's go ahead and do manual. Come on. Manual, and then we're going to adjust up to 10 minutes. There you go, guys. And that's basically all you have to do. It's going to start beeping, and once it beeps, it'll turn on and start to do its little pressure dance. There it goes. It's on now. It's going to build pressure, and in 10 minutes it'll count it up. And then once it's off, once the pressure has done it, you know, you cooked it for 10 minutes, then it'll start to count the time for the release, and that'll be L, and then I'll say like 1, 2, 3. For the actual pressure time, it starts at 10 minutes and counts down all the way to 0. So that's how you know you're doing pressure as opposed to the natural release timer. Okay, so I shall return. Okay, guys, it's still on, and it has sealed now. It looked like a freight train, honestly, a choo-choo train with all of the stuff on it, but it's sealed up now, so the spigot is up, and it's still on. It should be going into timer mode any second now, but I won't stay on here. I'll let you guys know when it's actually starting. And it's taken so far about 4 minutes, maybe less than that, to lock down, so it's not steaming. So it's actually going pretty quickly. Okay, guys, it just turned on. There it is. It's on 10 minutes now, so we are going to start the countdown, and then I'll be back when it actually counts all the way down, and then we're in the natural release mode. Okay, guys, it's less than 1 minute to go. The creatures are hungry, if you can hear them. And there it is. It is now on low. It's beeped that it is done. And it's going to start its countdown upward now in this L position. And this is the quick release, or, well, the release, natural release pressure mode. So we're going to wait probably another, let's see, after cooking, naturally release the pressure for 10 minutes. So we're going to wait 10 minutes on this, and then we're going to release the pressure, and then I'm going to come back and open the lid, and I'm going to astound you guys with the wonderful dish that's inside. So hang in there. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, it's actually at 12 minutes on natural release right now, and I let it go a little extra because of the extra meat that I had in there. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the top, as they say, and see what happens. There's my mitten. You hear it? And I do a slow, I don't just pop it and go boom. But after about 12 minutes, there's not that much pressure in there. So it's going in there, it's getting loosened up. And then once it goes ahead and does the quick release, I'm going to go ahead and remove the thighs, and then I'm going to place it on a platter and come back and go ahead and reduce that sauce a little bit more. So we'll see how that all goes. Oh my God, that sauce looks yummy. There it is. All of the chickens in there, beautifully done. And it is now off, so everything has been turned off. There it is, and I'm going to be plating it up. All right, no more chicken in the pot there. That's the sauce. Let me go ahead and show you guys how that looks like, the consistency of it. I'm just going to twirl it around. You see it, it's still pretty, you know, it's got a lot of sauce in there, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and reduce it down per the instructions. I put it back on saute, and it's now on. It's going to come on and start to boil up again. You can see it's starting to percolate. And we're going to let that simmer for another 3 to 4 minutes, maybe a little longer, just to condense it down a little bit. It smells divine, guys. And here is the chicken plated up. So it's just resting here on the plate. You can put it on a rack if you want. I normally don't. I just use a big plate and put all the chicken on there. Look how gorgeous that is. That is all tender, tender, tender. Let me grab a fork here and see if I can show you guys. Switch camera hand. There we go. So there it is. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. It is so soft. I mean, when I'm putting my fork in it, it's like butter. It is like butter. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then there it is. It's simmering back up now. I'm going to let that reduce a few more minutes, and then I'll come back and plate everything up and show you the final. So stay tuned. Well, here is the final chicken all plated up. Look at those beautiful caramelized onions on the top, and of course all the herbs in the sauce. The sauce did reduce down by quite a bit. We are pairing this with some noodles off the side. You can also use wild rice or jasmine rice or any other white rice if you want to put it on top. Put the chicken on top and the rice on the bottom, and then put the sauce on it. It is yummy. My family adored it, loved it, and inhaled all of it. So that is the biggest compliment that a cook can have, is to have their family enjoy a wonderful meal. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and leave me your comments below to see if you are going to be trying this drunken chicken. Again, I will put all of the recipe on the bottom, and please subscribe and have a wonderful, blessed day with you and yours. Bye bye.